Good morning, class. I am your English teacher for today. And today, I am so excited to tackle with you the topic entitled 21st Century Skills Category with the help of my co-teachers, Miss Gibao, Miss Formilias, and Miss Halawig. And by the way, my name is Mr. John Harry Bigatella. And now, let's start with the topic that will be discussed by Ma'am Formilias.
Good morning, everyone. I am Teacher Kay, and my discussion for today's class is all about the 21st Century Skills category. But before we proceed to my discussion, let's have an activity first. Please prepare some paper and a ball pen for this activity. So the mechanics of this activity are that you only have to guess the right answer with the help of the pictures that will flash on the screen. Write your answer on the paper. Let's start. Are you done? Okay, let us check your answers. Who got the perfect score? Very good. Okay, send your scores to our GC and that will also serve as your attendance for today's session. So now, let us proceed to our proper discussion about the 21st Century Skills category. The first category is the learning skills. Learning skills contains 4 C's. These are the critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication. These skills promote the mental processes required to adapt and improve upon a modern work environment. So the first skill under the learning skills is the critical thinking. Critical thinking skill involves the application of higher order thinking and appropriate reasoning to effectively analyze the problem and make decisions about the most effective solutions to the problem. Critical thinking is essential to improvement. It is the mechanism that bleeds out problems and replaces them with fruitful endeavors. It helps the student to figure out stuff themselves when the teacher is not around. The second one is creativity. Creativity is using knowledge and understanding to create new ways of thinking in order to find solutions to new problems and to create new products and services. Creativity is equally important as a means of adaptation. This skill empowers students to see concepts in a different light, which leads them to innovation. Creativity is thinking outside the box and deviating from the old ways that have always been done to pave way to innovation, which is a key to adaptability and success. The third one is collaboration. Collaboration involves effectively working with others with respect to create use and share knowledge, solutions, and innovations. It means getting students to work together, achieve compromises, and get the best possible results from solving a problem. The key element of collaboration is willingness. So all participants must be willing to compromise some parts of their ideas and give way to others in order to get the best idea from the group. So that is all about the critical thinking, creativity, and collaboration. Do you have any questions or violent reactions? Okay, so before I end this, I would like to give you an assignment. So please copy and answer what is flashing on the screen and submit it to my Gmail. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something. And for the last one, under the learning skill, will be explained to you by Mr. Gatella.
Hi, I am your teacher Joan Harry B. Gatella, in which I will be continuing the subtopic Communication, Information Literacy, and Media Literacy.
But before we formally start our discussion, let's have an activity first. So this activity is called Identify Me, and all you have to do is to identify the picture which you will be seeing on your screens. You will be given 5 seconds to answer on the activity. So are you guys ready? So here is the picture. Did you get the correct answer? Of course, the correct answer is communication. Thank you for your participation. Now, let's listen to the discussion.
So, what is communication and how does this relates to the 21st century skills category? Basically, communication is sharing information, ideas, and expressing feelings to gain relationships. Communication is done with two persons involved. Communication is not just verbally speaking with someone to communicate, but can also be nonverbal cues such as hand gestures, facial expressions, and more. It is applicable to the 21st century skills category as it has various avenues. It is applicable to the 21st century skills category as it has various avenues of communications that provide students different opportunities to learn while facilitating those important communication skills. Students can see how texting, emails, video conferencing, Socratic seminars, online discussion, and face to face conversations all provide different takes when communicating. Now, class, let's proceed to the next subtopic, which is information literacy. So, what is information literacy? Information literacy is the ability to find, evaluate, organize, use, and communicate information in all various formats, most notably in situations requiring decision making, problem solving, or acquisition of knowledge. It is a combination of research skills, critical thinking skills, computer technology skills, and communication skills. Information literacy is essential for academic success, effective functioning in the workplace, and participating in society as knowledgeable citizens. An example of information literacy is finding authentic news. Now, class, let's now move on to our last topic, which will be the media literacy. Teaching media literacy provides students with skills that will help them foremost think critically about media. It also cultivates other 21st century skills like creativity, collaboration, and communication, as well as increasing digital literacy skills through interacting with media, information, and technology. Media literacy instruction can also help you students develop into active consumers of information, determine credible sources, acknowledge biases in media, and be responsible creators of media. The example of this media literacy is spreading information online about your life and interacting with others online. Media literacy helps us to easily communicate with others, but it is not all positive as many are still spreading false information and biased facts. So how do we identify this? First, know the author. Second, know its purpose. And third, or last, comprehend and check the verification of the information.
Before we proceed, let's have a question first. So, how do we identify fake news in your own words? Submit your answers into the chat box and let's see if you really understand our topic for today.
Now that I am finished with my subtopics, let's now proceed to the next one with my co-teacher.
Hi everyone, it's time to learn. By the way, I am your teacher Emilu at this moment. And this time, I will be discussing to you about the last subtopic of the literacy skills, which is the technology literacy. And later on, I will be also discuss to you about the subtopic of the life skills. But before that, let's have energize your mind and take part for this short activity. And this activity is called the secret words game. Simply, you only need to do is to analyze the given clue pictures and identify what is the word. So obviously, those words are connected to our topic for today. And so the topic that we will be discussing today is all about the last subtopic of the literacy skills, which is the technology literacy, and to be followed by the subtopics of the life skills. But first, let me discuss to you about the technology literacy. Technology literacy is the ability to safely, responsibly, creatively, and effectively use or proper use of technology to communicate, access, collect, manage, integrate, and even evaluate information, endeavor to predict future needs, solve problems, and innovatively create solutions. It builds on shared knowledge, improve and enhance learning in all subject areas and experiences. Apply technology and critical thinking to real-world experiences. Develop the knowledge and skills to adapt the changing technologies and use technology to meet personal needs, interests, and learning styles. Students who possess technology are able to easily utilize a variety of digital devices such as computer, smartphones, tablets, and are able to easily utilize interfaces, say for instance, email, internet, social media, and cloud computing. 2. Communicate, troubleshoot, and problem solve in both academic and non-academic surroundings. To sum up the literacy skills, it is important for teachers and students to have information literacy so that when they research on the internet, they can get important and useful information. They know how to assess credible and reliable websites to use. It is also important to have media literacy so that teachers and students to be aware of what is happening and trending society. Most trend people today are engaged especially in social media. Today, media and social media can be used as teaching platform. It can also be used as a reference to see the preferences and interests of the students, and it is very important that teachers and students become technology literate and make full use of the gadget and equipment they have. There are so many innovative access softwares today that can be used in teaching and learning. And now, let us discuss about the subtopic of the life skills. Life skills take a look at intangible elements of a student's everyday life. These intangibles focus on both personal and professional qualities, where life skills is the final category and also called the flips. These skills all pertain to someone's personal life, but they also apply in professional setting. Particularly in the 21st century, there are 5 life skills includes the following. And those are the flexibility, leadership, initiative, productivity, and the social skills. But this time, only the flexibility and leadership skills are what we're going to discuss. The first one is the flexibility. Flexibility is the expression of someone's ability to adapt to changing circumstances, where it is essential for a student's long-term employment success. Knowing when to change, and how to respond to change is a skill that will pay dividends for someone's entire life, where problem solving, critical thinking, communication, and teamwork are some examples of workplace flexibility skills. An example of flexible is a work schedule that allows work to be done at any time during the day. The second is the leadership. Leadership is someone's proclivity defining goals, and guiding a team through the steps required, and achieving those goals collaboratively. Say, for instance, taking a lead role in a school project is a great example of leadership experience. I think that would be all for today. And to measure your learning in this topic, kindly expound the two life skills.
Hi, my name is Teacher Nika and I am your teacher to this moment. The topic that we will be discussing is the last three remaining subtopics of life skills. But before we start, let us have a warm-up activity to help your mind ready. Alright? This activity is called 1 minute to win it. The mechanics is you have to match the column A to column B, in which in column A corresponds to column B. So, the topic that we will be discussing is the last three remaining subtopics of life skills, which are the initiative, productivity, and social skills. Okay, the first one is initiative. It is the ability to assess and initiate things independently. This is one of the hardest skills to learn and practice. Students need to learn how to set goals, plan how they will reach their goals, and enact their plans. For example, preparing in advance for job interviews and taking a new hobby or interest. Along with initiative, 21st century skills requires productivity. It is the ability of students to complete work in appropriate amount of time. With this understanding, students discover ways in which they work best while gaining for an appreciation for how others work as well. For example, working on your to-do list and developing a restorative morning routine. Last but not least is social skills. Human beings have always been a social creatures, connecting to and depending on a tribe of some hundred others. This will help students to develop their social skills to interact and communicate effectively. For example, group discussion and commonly the communication. The question is, how important 21st century skills in education? The importance of 21st century in education is learning about different perspectives also stimulates creativity and innovation by offering new ways of thinking which can enhance group problem solving. The ability and willingness to learn from others who have different viewpoints can also be beneficial for communicating complex ideas and resolving conflicts. To test your learning in this topic, please elaborate on the last three remaining subtopics of life skills. And that's the end of our discussion today. I hope you learned something. God bless and have a great day.